Hello all. Today we will be going to solve this daily LeetCode problem, maximum beauty of a array after applying operations. So let me quickly explain you the problem first. So basically in this problem we have given an zero index array num and an integer k. So what we can do, we can choose any index and of an array, and we can make the element num minus k and num plus k. It means if we are having any element, let's say x, then we can make it x plus k or x minus k, right? And we can do it only once for any index I. So that is also given key. Note that you can apply operation to each index only once. So we can apply this operation one time for each index. And what we need to return, we need to return the maximum possible beauty of an array, and what beauty they have defined as the longest subsequence consisting of equal elements, right? So we need to somehow make a maximum number of equal elements in an array. So if we see this example, this 4 6 1 2, so this 6 can be converted into 4 by subtracting 2 from it, and this 2 can be converted into 4 by adding 2 into it. So this 4 4 and this 4, so we are having 3 elements equal, so answer is 3. And we can see that we can't make all the elements equal by using operation on all the index, because if we try to increase this element, it can be only increase up to 1 or reduce up to -2. So we can't make this 4 in any way, right? And even we can't reduce this to 3 or something like this, right? We only go up till 4 only. So yeah, so if we see this example, all the elements are already equal, so we have written 4 over here. And if we see the size of array, it can go up till 10 raised to power 5, and each element of this array can also go up to 10 raised to power 5. So how we can solve this problem? So if we see the brute force solution, what we can do, we can choose any index, let's say 4 of an element, and we can try for all the other element whether we can make 4 out of it or not, and we can store it in some temp variable, and we keep on doing for each element and see what maximum number we can create, means what maximum number of equal elements we can create, right? But in this solution, what we are doing, we are basically choosing any index, so the time complexity can go up till n square, because we are choosing index and we are checking for all other n elements whether we are getting the element equal to that number or not. So yeah, this will not work, so we need to think in some other way. So what we can do, we are having some ranges, right? We can create some ranges. Let's say if we are having this 4 6 1 and 2, this 4 can be expand from 2 till 6, right? We can do it. 4 can be converted into 3 as well, 2 as well, and 5 as well, and 6 as well. So this is having this range. This 6 can be converted into 6, it is already there, 5 and 4, because k is 2, let's say k is 2, 7 and 8, right? This 1 can be converted into 2, right, and 0 and 3 as well, and -1 and -2, 2 decrement and 2 increment. Yeah, and this 2 can be converted into, let's say, 3 4 and 1 0, right? So over here, what we can do, we can create some ranges, right? So how these ranges are looking like, 2 to 6 is this range, and then we are having 4 to 6 one range, right? And we are having 1 till 3 one range, 1 till 3 one range, and at any point if we draw line, and at whichever point it is intersecting the most number of points will be our answer, right? Because that element can be created by using the ranges, right? So our problem is reduced into, we are having some ranges, let's say x comma y, and we are having n number of such elements, and we need to find at what point they will intersect the most, right? So what we can do, we can create some kind of prefix array, right? So what we can do, from till x to y, we will increment all the element till 1, right? And let's say if we are having one x1 and let's say y1, then we can increment all the elements and we can add them, right? And in this prefix array, whatever the maximum element we are getting will be our answer, right? Whatever the maximum element we are getting will be the answer. So let's try to debug this with this example 4612, right? So let's say we are having array 461 and 2, and our k is equal to 2. So if we walk through on this, let's say I have created a prefix array of length 7, so it can go up till 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. My first element is 4, so it can go up till when k is equal to 2, the 4 can be go up till 2 to 6. So what will I do, I will increment, initially all the elements are 0, right? In this array, prefix array, all my elements are 0. In a range 2 to 6 I can increase one element, right? So because I am having one range, in 2 to 6 I can increase all the range up till 1, right? Now I am having 6, so this 6 can be converted into 4 till 8. So I will increase all the element from 4 till 8. So this is 4, so this 4 can now will be converted into 2, because 1 is already there, and now I am having one another element, so this can be converted into 2. This is also 2, this is 2, this is 1, because initially it was 0, so now it will be 1. And we are having more elements, but I think they are of no use, right? And now we are having element 1 comma 3. So this one can be converted into 0 till 3, let's say. We are not going into -1, right? Because it has no use. So 0 till 3, so I can increase 0 1, 1 can also be 1, and this 2 will be initially it was 1, so it will be 2, and for 3 it is already 1, so it can be converted into 2, right? Now I am having last element 2, so 2 can be converted into 0 comma 4, because when I decrement 2 from 2, it will become 0, because k is 2, and when I increment by 2, it will be 4. So in range 0 to 4 I can increment the element by 1. So it will be 2, because initially it was 1, it will be 2, now it is 2, so it can be 3, it is 3, and it is 3, and 2 2 and 1. So in the final prefix array, what is the maximum value I am getting? Maximum value I am getting is 3, and whichever index I am getting all these 3, this can be converted. So this can be converted into means 2 we can achieve 3 times by this operation. So whichever is maximum we can return it. So 3 is the maximum occurrences that can be created, so we have written 3 over here, right? So let me quickly code this out. Yes, so we need to decide some prefix array size. So prefix array size can go up till what maximum element we can achieve. So we have already seen the maximum value of an element is up till 10 raised to power 5, and k is also 10 raised to power 5, so maximum we can go into 2 into 10 raised to power 5. So let's take size of something around 10 raised to power 6. Let's take some big number, right? Now we need to create one prefix array of this size. Initially all the element of this prefix array will be 0, right? Now what I need to do, I need to go through all the elements and need to insert the values in my prefix array, and then I need to iterate through my prefix array and see what is the maximum value I'm getting in this prefix array, right? So I will iterate through my array A and insert the values in my prefix array. So now I have two ranges, one is I minus k and another one is I plus k. So for I minus k, it can go to negative as well. Let's say if I am having value 5 in my array and k is, let's say, 6, so it can go up till -1 as well. So I don't need that minus value. So what I can do, I can take some, let's say, positive. So positive will be max of 0 comma I minus k, right? In that way I will not be getting the negative value. If it is negative, then I will be having this 0. So prefix of ps plus plus, right? So at this range I need to increment it. Now, so right now I'm not creating the prefix array, but I am defining the values, and it can go up till I plus k, but I plus k plus 1 should not include in this range, right? So I need to reduce this from my prefix array. So this will be I plus k plus 1 should be incremented. So why I am doing this? So let's say if I am creating one prefix array and I need to update the ranges from, let's say, 2 to 2 to 3. I need to update the value from range 2 to 3. So let's see if I'm having prefix array of index 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I want to only update the values for this two only. So what I can do, I can increment +1 over here and reduce the index which is 1 after my last element, which is 3. So after 3 index I am having 4, so I am reducing it. So when I iterate from here, right, and creating my prefix array, so I will be getting 0 over here because it was 0 0 0 1, and now when I take the previous element 1, right, so this is 0. So whatever, so how we are creating the prefix array? So we are creating prefix array as prefix of I equal to prefix of I minus 1 plus the value, current value, right, whatever the current value I am having. This should be how we are creating the prefix array. So this will be 1, but when I reach over here, I should get value 0 because my updating range is only 2 to 3, the 4 is not included. So now I am having value 1 over here. So prefix of I will become prefix of I minus 1, which is 1 plus value currently we are having as -1. So this will get 0, so that my condition will met as per my requirement, right? So that's why we have done this. We increase in the range I minus k to I plus k and increment the value for prefix ps, and we are decrementing the one index after it, so that when I creating the prefix array, I will be getting the values correctly. Now my only point is to find the answer. So let's say initially answer is 0 and current is also 0. So current is my prefix value from this prefix array, whichever is maximum I will be considering it. So it is my running and it will contain my maximum. So we can iterate through this prefix array. Now I need to create the prefix array. So what prefix array is? Prefix array is, otherwise what I can do, let's not take this. So prefix of I equal to prefix I minus 1. Yeah, so whatever value we are having the and the previous value we are considering, and this we are taking as a prefix array. Are we having minus 1 over here or not? Let's see. Can be from 0 as well. Let's check if I is greater than 0. Yeah, and answer is equal to maximum of whatever the maximum value we are getting in our prefix array while iterating, and we can simply return the answer from here. Let's run the code. Yeah, yeah. So let me quickly explain you the time complexity and space complexity of this solution. So there are other approaches as well to solve this problem, but I have chosen this. So this is basically considered as, I think, line sweep something method, on which when we are having ranges we are going to find the intersecting point at maximum point of interaction, right? So if we see the time complexity, we are iterating through all the elements of array A, so n, and then we are iterating through the maximum, whatever the maximum we have considered, right? We are having 10 raised to power 5 as a value, and we are considering it as 10 raised to power 6. So n plus 10 raised to power 6 is the time complexity, so that's why it will be able to pass the test cases, because n is 10 raised to power 5 plus 10 raised to power 5. 6 is at most the operation are only 10 raised to power 6, and we have taken this as a prefix array. So the space complexity is also 10 raised to power 6 of something like of n, let's say, because n not, yeah, 10 into n. So, yeah, so I hope this explain you the approach as well. Thank you.